Yeah, Salaki on that, man. You know, the oppressive devil. You know, but yeah, like I was saying, man. Let me go ahead and start over again. Shalom with the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. We teaching that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians into 12 lost tribes according to the Bible. We're not affiliated with no Israelite group, Muslim mosque, or Christian organization. Man.
Right.
But back to what I was saying, because Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are going to get their independence. We are soon going to be free and independent. We're going to be an independent family, independent nation. We're not going to be dependent on somebody to feed us, to clothe us, to, you know what I'm saying, provide water and shelter for us. Because right now, those same people that stole it from us, they just been independent, what, 1947,
48, something like that.
These people, if that's their land, how are they just now independent? That's another good question. That land been there, but how are they just now independent, man?
Right.
Because it's stolen. That's why. And they wonder why they wreaking havoc right now. And one thing I will say, it was a beautiful thing. For the oppressor to be the cunning beast of the field, man, them damn Palestinians came over there smooth like water. Came over there, said, hey, how you doing, sir? Boom. I mean, just got it going. You know, so let's get Proverbs 11 and 20. Well, matter of fact, go ahead and get down.
Revelations?
Yeah, cut.
The book of Revelations, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews.
The Lord gonna make them the synagogue of Satan. For the same one that say that they are Jews. They are Jews.
And are not.
And are not. So these people that say they Jews and are not, look at it for what it is. I never understood why people say, oh, you're Jewish. Jewish, and then saying Jew, you could clearly tell is different. Just like if you say, oh, I read a book. You ain't gonna say, oh, the book is read. No, I read a book. Go ahead.
But do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
So them same people that saying that they are Jews right now, those Ashkenaz, them Khazarians, you know what I mean, them Germans, whatever they, you know, Caucasian, those people are going to be the same ones that come and bow down to your feet, black and brown man and woman. They're going to worship your feet. They're going to seek sympathy and beg for it. And you know what you do? Don't be like those people and say, forget about it. Don't be like the ones that say, forgive and forget. No, you remember that. You remember everything. For every time you cried a tear because you couldn't pay a bill, you remember why. You know what I'm saying? You remember that. When your mama or your daddy got locked up behind crack in the 80s, you remember that. Don't forget about nothing. Because right now they talking about 9/11. It was the biggest catastrophe that happened to America on American soil. I mean, what was Pearl Harbor is ours?
When they bombed Hiroshima. Over there with them Japanese.
So those people ain't never forget about that. They didn't forget about Veterans Day, Washington Day, Abraham Lincoln Day, President's Day, all of these dead unalive presidents, they didn't forget. So you don't forget.
That's right.
Because when it's time for you to get your independence, you don't forget it. Make sure you take out that same pain and agony on their ass the righteous way. Don't be like them fake Israelites go out here and get your ass whooped because you think you tough. The Lord allowed them boys to get their ass whooped because they wearing LGBT clothing. Because they had their head covered. And they sin it in the eyes of the Lord. That's why Commander General Yohana said he doesn't support or advocate for any other Israelite group. Because when you take something from the truth and you act like it's something that you found, the Commander General Yohana does not know what your agenda is. And if you had the right agenda, you'll cut them filthy dreads. That's what you'll do. Take them goddamn women clothes off. Take them ZZs?
Them ZZs.
Take them damn ZZs off. Take them goddamn fringes off your skirt. And be a damn man. Boot up. And that's why the Lord allowed things like that to happen. Because when those hands join the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished.
That's right.
Oh, go ahead, pull that. Proverbs 11 and 21. That's why the things is going the way they're going, man. And in a lot of Israelite groups, again, I'm telling you because Commander General Yohana said it. Y'all come back to the home. Y'all come back to the truth. Because y'all think y'all have the truth right now. It's going to be a time to where you're going to wish that you came back home.
That's right.
Because the brothers that you got beside your brother is really who is my brother? Who is my mother? Those people really ain't going to be your brother, man. Understand that. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
The wicked would not be unpunished. Your brother just got a little bit of judgment today. A little bit. For the black people and Hispanic people that's out here marching with Palestine, the Lord's going to show you a little bit of judgment.
Right.
And do mind, the biggest judgment in World War III coming. Matter of fact, no, it ain't. When Christ come back, that's the biggest judgment. Understand that. So the same, y'all want to be hand in hand with these oppressors, the same ones that put you, you know what I'm saying, in slavery and did all these atrocities. Understand, you will be judged.
Right.
Go ahead.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
And the seed of the righteous will be delivered. And God, well, I know they say, oh, well, how can you hate? How can you just say ain't nothing wrong with all these babies being, I mean, I see something wrong with it. Right. That's not my concern.
Right.
That is not my concern. My concern is the baby, the people that's still being affected from the crack era.
Right.
People right now to this day are still feeling the effects from their grandmama or mother through the crack era. That's my concern.
Right.
That's why I need to be worried about. Not them. Those people, if they want to fight so bad with Palestine and they in America, take your ass back where you from.
Damn
like
right.
you said, go back to Africa. Right. Go back to Palestine.
Right.
Y'all so-called Jewish people, go back to Israel.
Right.
Because our problems here is to save our people. Not y'all. Y'all is least of our concern. As of right now, they'll put goddamn pork in our Doritos.
Right.
And they know I love chips. They know I love chips.
Love them damn.
I mean, come on.
Right.
This brother like cakes.
Damn right.
And they'll put shrimp sauce in his.
Right.
Come on. That's what we need to be worried about.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's it on that one.
All right, lock it, man. Let me get Lamentation 1:9.
God.
And we're gonna talk about the filthiness of America. Because America would tell, oh, forget about it. Why can't we all just join together? Y'all teaching hate. That's the filthiness that America wants to hide.
Right.
America want to hide their shame, but they should feel shameful. Every time you bring up, matter of fact, they don't even feel bad about when you say Martin Luther King.
Right.
They always say the good thing about Martin Luther King. They don't never, I can't say, why'd you kill the brother? Right. The first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, he wanted everybody to come together. Well, what is coming together? You're okay. Let's agree to disagree. Right. We're both happy we came together. But why I can't be pissed that you put a bullet in my brother's head? Why can't I be pissed about it? Right. But you'll tell me to forget about it because that's your filthiness. But God forbid if you piss on a white woman, you're gonna do 44 years. Damn right. And this brother got 2 articles right now. Flaming hot fire tomorrow. Ooh, flaming hot fire. 2 in tomorrow for Officer Gabawar class. Damn because right. The things. I mean, let's sidebar real quick. Me and this brother got so many articles. I mean, we pulling out a left, right pocket. Right. I mean, I can't even read them all. Right. I mean, that's how much stuff is going on right now. Right. Tune in this brother class. You know, hot class tomorrow, brotherhood class by Officer 500 Gabawar call. Man, that brother bring heat every week. Man. Go ahead. The book of Lamentations, chapter 1, verse 9. Her filthiness is in her skirts. And her filthiness, America's filthiness, is up under her skirt. Go ahead. She remembereth not her last end. But she would not remember the thing that she has done to you. When they say Eric Garner or Trayvon Martin or Tamir Rice, right. Or, you know what I'm saying, any of them brothers out here, even brothers we got in the school that been wrongfully judged and accused, she would not remember them in. Right. She wouldn't. Just like the damn devil that told, you know what I'm saying, got the brother locked up. You don't mind if I say that something real quick, right? Oh, yeah, I don't want to ruin it. Come on. Just like the damn the devil bitch, right. You know what I'm saying, the oppressor. Right. She had her brother do 44 years for something he didn't even do. And all she had to say was on camera was, I don't care what paraphrase, I don't care what nobody said. He did it. In my eyes, he did it just so goddamn prideful. Prideful as hell, man. And that's why the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, for the nursing mothers and nursing fathers, both of them done wicked to us. Right. And that's the filthiness. Because they don't remember the last end. They don't remember what they done until you strike back. Right. But you know, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man and woman, the Lord said if you attack Esau, your judgment is going to be sevenfold, right. Something paraphrasing. Meaning your judgment is going to be a lot harder if you put your hands on that devil. Right. Go ahead. It says, therefore, she came down wonderfully. She had no comforter. O Lord, behold my affliction, for the enemy hath magnified himself. So she came, no comforter, free. I mean, just like the hoes out here right now, I don't need a man. Right. I'm good. Right. Who gonna comfort me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like the little woman say, oh, if he want to take me on a date, it's a $500 deposit. That is a woman who, you know what I'm saying, has no confidence.
Right.
What was that last little piece right after that?
It says, "O Lord, behold my affliction, for the enemy hath magnified himself."
For the pain that you go through, the enemy absorb themselves like, I done it. I sell this gun for $60,000,
right?
And I'll do it again,
right?
I mean, I can only imagine. You could tell us, but I only imagine what they do to the less fortunate over there when it comes to taking a woman and ravaging a woman and doing those things. And you know what they do? They come back. I fought for this country. No, you went over there and you did what you did to them women for your own good. You use the benefits of what America do on Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian to go over there and take a woman's innocence and unalive a child. That's what America does.
Right.
And America would say, forget about it. But how about this? The first one that let off I don't want to say that word because a bomb.
Right.
The first Palestinian let off a bomb. I'm gonna make sure I'm the first one in class that say, forget about it. It happened yesterday.
Right.
It happened an hour ago. It's over with.
Right.
Forgive them.
Right.
Forgive them. But y'all expect us to. But y'all exalt yourself over the oppression that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians go through.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. The adversary has spread out his hand upon all her pleasant things. For she hath seen that the heathen entered into her sanctuary, whom thou didst command that they should not enter into thy congregation.
We good.
Come.
So what y'all have to understand, man, America has a filthiness hidden up her skirt. But when it comes to you talking about that filthiness up under her legs or between her legs, she don't want you saying anything about that.
Right.
Don't worry about what I got going on between my legs.
Right.
This is my body, my choice.
Right.
This is my box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if I wanted to screw 100 men.
Right.
It's my business.
Right.
But guess what? Every last one of them that deal with that filthy whore, we the one who died AIDS, HIV. You know, we getting, you know what I'm saying, sexually abused, abortions, and cancer, and high blood pressure, and XYZ.
Right.
And we still feeling as if voting's going to help. Us that deals with that whore, that's what we got to deal with, man. You got something on that?
No, I mean, you going in because, listen, man, we love too much. You understand? Like Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we love too damn much.
Damn right.
You understand? And we, at times, you know, they say you can't love too much. You understand? You're going to end up getting hurt. Right. And that's what we've been doing. We've been getting hurt behind trying to love this damn oppressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets hurt in here. We are in the forefront. We switching our damn. I'm surprised I ain't seen no Facebook pages with this Palestine flag or the Israel flag. You understand? So it's a beautiful thing not to see that. You understand? Like now, Black people are understanding. Like, man, we got problems over here. You understand? So that's what's so heavy about what you bringing out today. It's like, bruh, we have a history of loving the wrong people. You know what I mean? So, Salakia.
Is that all it? Because I want to get that Joel to a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You want to go ahead and get that?
Yeah. Let's go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all going to have to feel the pressure.
Right.
Hey, so you can take it off if you need to. Go ahead. Yeah, they need to feel the pressure, man. Because Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, I know it sounds like we angry, but we passionate. And you know what I'm saying? And if you want to say we angry, you got to understand Christ looked around and he wept for his people. The things that they was going through, Christ wept. The most powerful man, the greatest man that walked the land, he wept.
Right.
And when he looked at Israel like, damn, I mean, what is wrong with our people? Our people need to get together. And that's exactly how we do in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana.
Right.
It sounds like we angry. We get angry with the oppressor. But when it comes to you and we say certain things, it's out of love and out of passion.
That's right.
Because a real family member or real love, let me say it this way, love is correction. Let me say it that way. Love ain't sugar. Love ain't sweet word.
That's right.
Love is take the correction how it's delivered. You know what I'm saying? Brush your sins off and don't look back.
Right.
In the same way you got correct, you're gonna know how to correct the same one who was doing the same lawlessness you was doing.
Right.
Go ahead.
The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 7. They shall run like the mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Go up one. I think I went too far.
Verse 6. Hold on. Verse 6. Before the face, the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. You want to go to verse 7? Which one? How you want to go?
Yeah, keep on.
Come. Verse 7. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
In that day, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the Lord, and I'm not saying no superpower,
right?
But the Lord gonna give you enough power, and He's gonna give you that power when you running like a mighty man. Imagine you got 400 Hussein Bolts right now.
Right.
I'm talking about marching down 400 Hussein Bolts, big black 300-pound men in your city. And they come in to hunt men, and hunt the unlawfulness, and there ain't nothing you can do. You can't jump in the swimming pool. Right. You can't climb a tree. You can't outrun them. And those mighty men that are marching, what can you do if you can't outrun them? You can't. And what's the next piece?
And they shall march every one his way.
Oh, like after the.
Oh, Salaki. It says they shall climb the wall like men of war.
And for the ones that think that they're going to be able to hide in the rocks or dig themselves some type of bomb shelter and something like that, those people that's climbing the wall is just like ninjas. Imagine 100 black men and Hispanic men, just like on Scarface, rappelling up the side of your house, and all you hear is this, and knowing the world coming to an end, and this all you hear is feet patting on the side of your wall, and you can't outrun them. Right. What are you going to do? Right. What are you going to do? Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, that day is going to come to where the Lord is going to give you that strength and power. But the only way it's going to happen, you have to reunite with your people. Right. Because the oppressor ain't going to allow you to climb up his wall with him. Right. The oppressor, if you think you're going to chase the oppressor, the oppressor going to chase your ass down in a big red truck. There's going to be 8 other ones with a rope. Right. Just imagine that, man. I mean, just imagine. I mean, what can you do?
Not a damn thing.
What can you do? if when y'all say wetbacks, right? Y'all call the Mexicans in wetbacks in the Cuban banana boat, right? You can't even go in the water, right? What are you going to do when that time comes, oppressor and Palestinians? You can't run, you can't hide.
Old Billy Badass.
I mean, come on. I mean, what can you do?
Right.
Go ahead.
Khan. And it says, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks.
And they shall not break the rank. So think, just like if y'all seen 300, it could be, like I said, 200 men, 500 men all together. And it doesn't matter how many police officers, how many SWAT, U.S. Marshal, Marines, they going to come up to war with the Lord's children, and them ranks is not going to be broken. Just imagine that.
Just coming through, slicing and dicing.
Exactly. Just like, you know, 300 when they ching. Just and imagine y'all level 3, level 4 bulletproof vest for the military. Y'all get hit and y'all just keep going like y'all juggernaut. What are y'all gonna do when that 308 or that 30-30 is not piercing that bullet? Right. I mean that bulletproof vest. Right. What are you gonna do when you can't even? It's 3 oppressors on 1 black man, and you still can't bring them down. Because hell, they can't do it to a weed smoker in the street right now. Right. A brother who wears skinny jeans, you can't do it. Right. So what are you gonna do when it comes to a man who is trained up for that? Right. To be willing to give his life, but refuse to give his life. Go ahead.
Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
They would not be wounded. So just because y'all heard the bullets going through and through, right? Right. You know, brothers be getting high on cocaine and stuff like that. Them rounds still go and they still fighting. Right. I mean, them tasers, brothers get tased and they still fighting. Right. What are you gonna do when your guns is not working and the wrath of the Lord is coming and it's a nigga guy? Our nigga saving Christ is here. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? What are you going? You going to run back to your family, or you're going to fight for your nation? Right. Because we all know you're cowards. Cowards. I mean, y'all got ran out of Israel. Right. I mean, not Israel. Y'all got ran
Afghanistan.
And now they running back. Right. Now they running back because y'all got support with Israel. Right. They about to get their ass whipped again. Right. I mean, beat their ass. Right. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got something?
No. You so right, man. Because listen, the white man is actually a scary man. He's scary, huh? Unless he got, his partners with him and they probably got probably had a whole gallon of moonshine amongst themselves, they ain't tough, huh? Them boys is weaker than everything. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, when we get together, when the Spirit of the Lord get on us, Lord have mercy, man, it's going to be hell on these boys. Think about these football players out here, how big these boys is, man. These basketball players, how big they is, man. They come in here and get the Spirit of the Lord on them, man. It's over with. It's over with. Them boys in prison right now doing all types of push-ups and pull-ups, huh? You think about them brothers out here on these streets, man, and doing it for the Lord? Stop it.
And just think, that's big. But imagine them add the pain that they had to endure and go through right along with all that. Oppressor, what are you going to do?
Where are you going to go? You can't, listen, man, you go in that water, I mean, listen.
Isupk is on your ass.
They only, listen, the Cubans is waiting on you, right? Like, they waiting on you in the water. That's what you call them, wetbacks and all that. Okay, no sweat. No sweat.
They gonna show you how they got over.
You know what I'm saying? Like even the fish is mad at you,
right?
Even the fish is mad at the damn white man.
Right.
Where you gonna go? You understand? You can't go no land.
Right.
You can't go to the sea. You can't even go in the air. The birds is mad at you, huh? God damn, man. Listen, man. I'm just glad I ain't one of them.
I mean, like Cap said, a Capigarawa, and it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
You know what I mean? But y'all deserve it, man.
Damn right.
Y'all deserve all of that. You know what I mean? Just like with the whole Black Lives Matter situation. What's that little oppressor that was making that ugly ass face crying in court like it was a real cry? You talking
about Rittenhouse?
Like him. I mean, it's a Black Lives Matter movement. Police already out there doing their thing. But a oppressor came and shot our people. Shot our people and got off. Now imagine when the tables turned.
Right.
I mean, if me and my nigga see a gun or oppressor with a gun at a time like this, oh no, we gonna get his ass.
Right.
He ain't supposed to have that gun over these streets. God. You know what I mean? Your gun stay home.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, you right. It says verse 9, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
What the hell are you gonna do, man? I mean, just thinking about if I was in the world, I would have thought about it scary. But now I'm thinking like the Lord has hitmen.
Right.
Like that right there is what hitmen do. Train ninjas.
God.
That's what the Lord is talking about.
Right.
Train people who know, stealthy people who can go in here and you'll never know like a thief.
Man.
Go ahead.
Salaki, have you seen them damn scary movies where they be outside your house and be like
right. You hear the little.
You can hear them you hear them in the wood on the roof coming through the house like they tapping on the window.
Right.
You understand? It's gonna be a scary thing, brother.
Right.
You can't listen, man, and it's gonna be dark outside. It might be dark outside. You know you can't see us at night, huh?
Oh no, you can't. No, you can't.
We coming through stealth. He said like a thief in the night. Okay, we coming in now.
I mean, you know, all Israel, we like all black.
God.
Like, I mean, that's our fit.
Oh we.
I mean, it just makes it easy. I mean, it just makes it nice. Like, we can go out here in all black with gold and jewelry on and do it happily. Happily. Payback is a dog.
It is a dog. God. Verse 10. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble.
So them heavens open. Donald Trump and them gonna worry. Even Floyd Mayweather, it don't matter what kind of boxer he is.
Right.
Look at him. He's going to tremble.
Right.
Nick Cannon, I mean, I'm gonna put all our brothers out there too.
Right.
You're going to tremble.
Right.
Right along with your oppressor counterparts. Go ahead.
The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
So this brother right here, this is how you know the Lord is in his house, and this is a priest and prophet right here. He said, when it's black outside, when the sun loses light, and we know the moon needs the sun to get a certain amount of light.
Right.
And when the stars lose their light, now what? That sounds like an outage to me.
Man.
I mean, a real life natural power surge.
God.
What are you going to do? I mean, that's 20, I ain't gonna say that word, but
right.
24 hours of unaliving.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
That's a lot of bodies out.
I mean,
you think about these fortresses that they done built out here, you know, on the north side of town. White folks, you know, they got these big houses. You understand? Big walls, big fences. You know what I'm saying? To keep the niggas out. You understand? Keep everybody out that ain't supposed to be in there. You understand? It's going to be a dreadful day. A dreadful day for them. You understand? A dreadful day for them people. You understand?
And what you're saying is heavy because every time something happens, black people say if something pop off, if they ain't going to look for food, money or gun, they going to the rich area.
Right.
They going to the rich area to see what's over there and what they could get.
Damn right.
So I mean, the rich area is now the hood.
Right.
The hood is now the rich area because ain't nobody coming to the hood.
Nah.
The oppressor might come here and try to get a body, but the oppressor know we are coming.
Mm-hmm.
The oppressor know it's gonna be a time to where it's gonna be a black revolt.
Right.
To where it's gonna be Jamaicans coming from the island over here cutting off heads.
Right.
They know it's gonna be the drug cartel is gonna come over here and cut off heads.
Right.
I mean, they know this gonna happen.
Right.
I mean, you gonna think El Chapo and everybody else just got resurrected.
Right.
They're coming over here, and they know this. You think they getting firearms for you? For that,
Right.
they getting firearms for you.
Damn right.
They not. They say the NFA or the marshals coming to take their gun. Why they want to fight for their gun so much? Because they know when it's time for a Negro to come, I got to be able to defend myself.
That's right.
Because they're not the problem. They're the problem. Go ahead.
So lock it. And it says, verse 11, it says, and the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executed his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
And very terrible. The word terrible is never good. I mean, we say, oh, bad, like Michael Jackson bad. There ain't no way you can put terrible and make it sound good. Terrible is just terrible. Terrible is bad.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 12, therefore also now, saith the Lord, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. 13.
So you turn to the Lord, man.
Right.
That if you don't want to be a victim of a bunch of hitmen crawling through your house, you know what I'm saying, laying up under your car, you know what I'm saying, in the bathroom waiting on you while you're at work, you come to the Lord. Because if you don't come to the Lord, you ain't gonna have no training.
Right.
You ain't gonna be wise to know the times.
Right.
Like a bunch of our people are lost right now. They just know Palestine and Israel, or the hell, they probably don't even know that. They probably thinking Palestine is just doing what they doing for no reason. A lot of the people don't understand that this is biblical.
Right.
This is, future prophecy.
Damn right.
This is prophecy. This is supposed to happen.
Right.
And a lot of people say, well, it's the reptilian. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be. Reptilian supposed to be white people.
Okay.
Because they feel like it and all this and crawl. But it's the reptilian and people want this to happen. I mean, the only people want it to happen is the people in this school.
Right.
Because if the other Israelites group wanted to happen, they ass would have been in here right now in class.
Right.
With their hands raised, with a notebook out, asking for assistance and guidance.
Right.
That's what they would have been asking for. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want this world to end but us.
Right.
We want our kingdom.
Damn
we want
right.
this world in America to be destroyed.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 13, and rend your heart and not your garments, and turn, Salakia, and turn unto the Lord your God, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness.
Now, turn your heart to the Lord. And this is, I want to say it clearly, slow to anger. Because right now, the Lord is just buzzing the table on Israel.
Right.
He ain't angry yet. He ain't angry yet.
Right.
I mean, when I see an eclipse from now on, I'm gonna think, oh, the Lord about to get mad now.
Right.
But the Lord ain't angry yet.
Right.
He ain't angry. We still got the little bit of the rations that we got. You know, we still able to go and be civilized amongst these heathen.
Right.
The Lord is not angry yet. But when he become angry, you're going to see it. And like this, Gabor, you know how for everybody else, but you know how when it's young, you doing something you ain't got no business in the world or in school.
Right.
And then you get that phone call from your mom saying your daddy said or your dad said, hey, I'm gonna whoop your ass when you get home.
Right.
You better da.
Right.
So even if you know you don't do certain chores, you make sure the grass cut, trash taken out, dishes washed, bathroom, clothes folded, because you don't get the ass whooped when dad get home. But guess what happens anyway? You got your ass whooped.
Right.
And that's because the father was mad. The Lord, you better fold them clothes and do what you got to do now, because when the Lord come back, he gonna beat that ass.
Ooh wee.
I mean, nicely.
Right.
I mean, blood fire naked. Go ahead.
Goodness. Oh, that's gonna be a hellified whooping. Ooh wee. Lock it. You better get right.
Right.
It says, slow to anger and lock it, and of great kindness, and repented him of the evil. Verse 14. Who knoweth if he will return and repent and leave a blessing behind him, even a meat offering and a drink offering unto the Lord your God.
All right. We good on there. Let's talk about it. Isaiah. Matter of fact, no, Genesis 4:8.
God.
We ain't done with Esau. Palestinians, we ain't done with y'all either. But again, said you got it. We good.
The book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 8. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him.
So this right here, what precept that in? Genesis
4 and 8.
Yeah, that is the first recorded unaliving, you know what I'm saying, biblically, to where one brother rose up into another brother and slaughtered him.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Now, that right there, Captain Cesario always taught us. He said that terminology that in the world, people say, am I my brother's keeper? They coined it like it's something good.
Right.
That's really not nothing good. That was a sarcastic ass mouth like the oppressor always had. Like we talk about slavery. Forget about it, it's over with. How can you tell me to forget about something that I'm still being affected by today?
Right.
Today. You know, and that's what Cain just said. Am I my brother's keeper? Imagine you say that to your mama or dad. They'll slap you in your damn mouth. And then ask you, who are you talking to? Like, where did you learn this from?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. Verse 12, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
So Cain would be a fugitive and a vagabond, meaning the fugitive always roaming. It's just like you think about nowadays, a fugitive at large.
Right.
The fugitive in Texas, then Georgia, then New York and Minnesota. Then you catch them somewhere, a hole in the ground in San Diego. That's a fugitive.
Right.
And a vagabond is just somebody has no place to live.
Right.
Nowhere to go. The Lord gave the son of the Nod?
Right.
That was it, Nod. Son Esau over the Nod, Caucasus Mountain over in that area. And still, that ain't his area.
Right.
He's renting it.
Right.
He's a vagabond, man. He has nowhere to go.
Right.
That's why when you look at it, you have, for the blackity black conscious community, that's why you got Europeans in South Africa. I mean, come on. Aren't they kings and queens like y'all? Right. Since that's the motherland, ain't that their land too? I mean, y'all say they blood type E1, B1A and all this. Ain't they the same damn thing?
Right.
They in Africa. They in Europe. I mean, they in America. They down in South America. That's why they're everywhere. Right. But you just can't say, now I ain't say guaranteed, but is a less chance, a less percentage for you to say a Mexican's in China somewhere. Something crazy like that. Or damn Native Indians over there in New Zealand or Russia or something. That's why the oppressor is everywhere, man. Everywhere. Hell, they in Antarctica and there's no life over there. I mean, they every goddamn where. Right. They in a hole in the ground. Right. They over there in the ocean with Titanic. Right. I mean, they everywhere. Go ahead.
And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain.
Hold up, Salaki. Now, black and brown, especially you people that's blackity black and say we don't fight back. What are we doing for the community and for these fake ass Israelites out here? Right. Listen clearly to this scripture. Listen, because this is going to be one of the scriptures that saved your life at a time like this. Because what's going on right now, don't think that just because it's between the Israelis and Palestinians, you can do what you want to these people and nothing's going to happen. Right. Because again, the table's always going to turn. And it's going to be your ass next. Right. Then it's going to be Black Lives Matter marching again. But guess who is never hear you again next week? Black people. That's right. Because what they have going on right now is more important than anything, because we need to wake up and realize how the Lord is about to destroy these bastards. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain.
Cain is a red man, the oppressor. Whosoever slay Cain. If you take that European man life, go ahead.
Vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold.
And vengeance will be taken on you. It didn't. The Lord didn't say, "I'm going to take vengeance on you."
Right.
The Lord said, "Vengeance will be taken on him." Go ahead.
And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him.
And that's why the oppressor, you know what I'm saying, is red. His skin shows red through
Show
his
forth, yeah.
Yeah, blood show through his skin.
Right.
Say it like that.
Right.
You know, tongue tied. That's why. Because we need to be able to identify this bastard. And you know why the Lord set it up like this? And you can take it how you want. It's because if you see a wild pit bull drooling walking down the road,
right,
your first impression is to get out that pit bull way.
Right.
The Lord set it up like that for you to see that oppressor, to see that devil, and stay the hell out his way.
Right.
Don't be friends. You can't be friends with no wild bear, man. You can't be friends with a damn wild serpent. Because what's going to happen? You're going to get mauled or you're going to get constricted.
Right.
And that's how the Lord set it up. The Lord put it in your face. But our people so goddamn ignorant and want to be blind and stuff. I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just want to be so blind.
Right.
We already know that we the colored people, and these people can't. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, they can't stay in the sun so long.
Right.
Why do you think that?
Right.
The Lord's letting you see who the devil is. They're like vampires. They only can come out at night, man. That's it.
That's it.
That is it. What purpose do they got?
Right.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden.
So, you know, now this is where Cain went to his own land.
Right.
He went to his own land. So that should just tell you right there, he don't belong to South Africa. He don't belong to America. He don't belong to South America. None of those lands over there.
Right.
So, you got anything to say?
No, that's it. I mean, you breaking this thing down flat. You know what I'm saying? It's flowing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, shalom. Y'all Shamar thought about Shim. Y'all shout to the sisters in the chat. Shalom, sis. You know what I'm saying?
Matthew 18:6.
Come on.
Now, for everybody that wants to say, well, when God come back, it's gonna be a rapture. Right. I ain't having no sex when Christ come back.
Right.
What you talking about? What you talking about? I mean, once Christ come back, I'm worried. We start seeing Christ running through here.
Right.
Hey, it's time. Bring them before thee.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, we can lay it with the rib after.
Right.
You know what I mean, baby? Look, my wrist, my hands hurting. You know what I'm saying? We're going to war, my feet hurting.
Right.
Listen, let's just lay down and have a little fun. I mean, ain't nobody worried about no rapture.
Right.
Ain't nobody bringing flower cards and candy.
Right.
You know, it ain't going to be like that. The Lord is going to bring pure destruction. You know, his garment is going to be dipped like it was dipped in blood. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones.
Who shall offend the Lord's little one? Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, Israelites, you know, Jews, the real Jews of the Bible.
Right.
Down to the Mexican. I know I say Mexican a lot, but people actually look at Mexican like they're the scum. Even to the Mexicans, the Cubans, the you know how you say Uruguayans, right. All of them. Trinidad, Tobago. If you offend any of the Lord's little ones, go ahead.
Which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
Now, for whosoever just offended our people in general, if y'all watch slave movies, y'all see, or how pirates say, walk the plank.
Right. How
they used to do our people back at transatlantic slave trade just to free up a little space. They used to tie stuff to our legs. You know, maybe just a rough number, 15, 20 of us. They'll tie something to my legs, tie my hands to her ankles, then tie her hands to his ankles, and all the way down. And you know what they do? Drop the one who holding the weight like a damn fish, a fishing weight. Right. Boom. So once it snatched me down, 15, 20 people coming behind me. That's what how the Lord feels. Drop a millstone. Right. And the millstone is damn near big as this table. Big as this table, and drop it from around their neck into the ocean, man. Dude, you have no chance. Right. You have no chance. The military, you got to go through a training course, handcuffed with your hands tied, ankles tied, and just for you to be what, Navy SEAL, and then there's one other branch. You got to go through those constantly with people observing you to make sure you don't die and drown. So like become unalive and drown. Right. That's a training you have to go through with them. It is select few people don't make it. Right. So if the Lord says this, you should understand there's no chance. Right. No chance. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be the offenses come. But woe to that man by whom the offense cometh.
So woe to the world for the offensive. Everybody gonna get this judgment. Man.
Right.
Everybody. Nobody is free. And I know y'all like to say, oh, well, what about the Greeks and the Jews? And no, they gonna get it too. But that scripture is talking about the Jews that speak Greek. Right. Everybody gonna get this work. Nobody getting by, man. Nobody.
Damn right.
That's it?
Con on that.
All right, let me jump back over here so everybody knows really jumping off. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man and woman, y'all have to understand, man, that we are the people in this Bible. We are the people in this Bible. Can I get Deuteronomy 28:6? Time check. All right,
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So earlier, the brother read in one of these history books saying that over 1 million or 100 million Jews,
1 million,
1 million black Jewish slaves ran over to Africa. And the reason why they ran over there because the Romans were coming to destroy the land, put people in captivity and everything. Right. So you know what they did? It's like it, y'all. Look. So you know what they did? They left from their land and ran over to Egypt. Because again, if you look at the map, man, I wish I had a globe. That's actually something to look at too.
A little globe.
Yes, because if you look at the map, you can clearly tell that it was Israel, a little small stream of water, and it's Africa. And the reason why they fled over here because our skin complexion looked almost like the African. That's why. In Egypt is nothing but a Greek word that means bondage, man. That's all it is. So we went into slavery again. Well, went to Egypt again. Right. Meaning we came after Egypt. That's where we came to America after that. Right. We was going through a bunch of slavery, all the captivities, the Syrians. The Syrians was the Palestinians in all the areas. Right. The Romans and Greeks, we know they the Caucasian. Right. I mean, what's the other one?
Persian, Medes.
Persian, Medes. All we went to captivity up under just about everybody. Right. And the Lord is going. What to the world?
What did it say? Woe to the world?
It was something like the Lord is going to judge the world. Right. He's going to judge the world on behalf of what they done to his people, his little ones.
Right. Verse 68 in Salaki, it said the scriptures say, you know, what nation didn't have a hand in our captivity? You understand? Right. Salaki, verse 68, it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
We've been sold to the Arabs. We've been sold to the Africans, the Egyptians. I mean, the Greeks, the Romans, the Americans now. I mean, everybody. Right. The Spanish, the Italians. I mean, the British. I mean, we could go left and right all day. Right. I could name them all the way to this brother teach his class tomorrow. Right. We was up under everybody, man. Everybody. Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall save us. No man can help us.
Right.
No man will help us. Come on. But you want to help the Palestinians march. Your feet ain't tired from you marching? You march for you and your feet ain't tired and nothing happened for you. Right. Where can you conjure up that much energy to do it for somebody else? I mean, where's your energy for that? Like that for your people? Right. It didn't work for us. So why do you think it's gonna work for them with your help? You're nothing but a slave. Right. Only thing you're supposed to do is go make money for these people. That's it. But now you want to unalive yourself just like we did in every other war. We already done that, man. It's time to come home.
That's right.
All right, so my last one right here. Let me get 2 Peter 3, man. It is time for us to come home, man. Right. I mean, we ain't got that much longer. We don't have that much longer. 1,000 years of us is a day to the Lord.
That's right.
And tomorrow might just be that 1,000th day. Excuse me, that next day. Right. We don't know. But as of right now, it's gonna take for things to start really shaking. Because for everybody think, oh, these Palestinians is sweet and nice, I'm going to tell you straight up. It doesn't matter how many Palestinians is marching for the right cause on their people. There's some cells inside of those little marches. Everybody seems as if, stop Israel, stop bombing us. But it's still Palestinians in those groups like, I'm ready to turn this shit up. Right. I'm ready to turn it up. Right. If I see an Israeli or somebody, I'm going to I'm gonna lay this whole street desolate.
Right.
It's cells out here. It's
Right.
undercovers out here. And if you look on YouTube and read that these government officials even saying some of them breached through airports.
Right.
Some of them been here since 9/11 and just waiting for the go.
Right.
These people is here.
Right.
And you might just be in the next Walmart they is in. You might be living right next door.
Right.
You understand, man?
Yeah.
You might be living right next door.
Right.
You might be smelling ammonia, and that might be a bomb that they mixing.
Right.
Understand that.
Right.
You better find out.
Hey,
You better find out now. Go ahead.
Hey, Salaki, they said Ishmael is a wild man.
Wild.
You know what I mean? He's a wild man. So you damn right. You right on it, Doc. Like, they don't play when it comes to that. They'll blow themselves up for their Allah. You understand? What are you going to do for your God? You understand? Wow. I mean, so right with that.
I mean, that's right.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, if these people, and I'm not saying anybody go give their life,
right,
on some dumb stuff like that.
Right.
But what can you do with a person who don't care about their life?
Right.
And I'm not saying do it, but the only thing you can do is take them out before they take all of us out.
Right.
What are we going to do? I mean, it's a lose-lose.
Right.
So the best thing for us to do is be separate. Go ahead.
Hey, Salaki, if I could. Like, it's a brother. I was arguing a brother today online about smoking weed. He posted a scripture today with the Bible and he had a Bible scripture open
with a weed nugget.
With the weed nugget on there, right? So it says on there it's meant for food. So I'm like, it's meant for food, Doc. It ain't meant for you to smoke. You understand? And we going back and forth for a minute, and I'm like, all right, Doc, you know what I'm saying? No sweat. I knew the brother in the world. As a matter of fact, he was in the military with me. You understand? And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, brother, it's obviously telling you got to eat it. You understand? Well, I'll just infuse it and make it out of some food. I'm like, well, shit, if you just going to get high, that's a different thing, God. The Lord don't want you to get high. You understand? Well, I'll just have to answer for that. I'm like, well, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. What are you posting scriptures for the Lord for? Why are you posting scriptures for if you ain't gonna do nothing that he tell you? It's a cold game out here. What are you gonna do for your God? You understand? It's lucky.
And no, that's right, man. And and I know I'm about to let you read, but I gotta get this last one out.
Come on.
And what get me is like people say, "Oh, you can't judge me." Then they turn around and say, "Oh well, I'm saying if you can't judge me, this and that, you gonna do what you want to do. Why don't you go to court and the judge say, oh well, why'd you do this? Man, you can't judge me,
right?"
With that same energy and spirit when it comes to when it comes to the actual judge,
right,
that's gonna sentence your time, sending you down the road for 40 years. Meanwhile, you have that courage and that filthy wickedness like America got to where you're gonna say, "Oh, I figured out when the Lord get here." It's too late by then.
Ooh-wee.
They already climbing up your walls, and up on your ceiling,
right?
And I mean, you're so goddamn high,
right?
And you're sitting here doing. You high looking at TV, and there's 5 people in your house already.
Right.
What are you gonna do? Nothing. Because weed delays you. Weed slows down your breathing.
Right.
Weed makes you weak.
Right.
Period. And 9 times out of 10, you smoking weed, you ain't doing no form of training, but playing goddamn 2K all night.
Right.
And your woman back there, going through hell wanting some pieces.
Right.
But go ahead.
God, the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
Don't be stupid. Don't be ignorant of that. One day to the Lord is like 1,000 years.
Right.
You don't know. Y'all was tripping on 99, 2000, and 2001. And what? It was a couple other years before that in 2012.
Right.
And I think it was 2020 or 2021 thinking the world gonna come to the end.
Right.
Understand, you don't know.
Right.
And you follow the ways of the oppressor, you really cutting yourself short, man.
Right.
You cutting yourself short. The oppressor say, oh, the world coming to an end here, you go running versus looking up into the scripture. Even though we don't know, you'll know the time.
Right.
And all you need to know is the times. Come on, man.
Right.
Don't lean on that grace. Don't lean on that grace. Because really, I feel like the grace is for cowards. You want to lean on grace, you don't want to fight.
Right.
You just gonna figure it out when you get there.
Right.
Go ahead.
And 1,000 years as one day. Verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness.
See,
but go ahead.
See, and that's how y'all do. Y'all constantly swindle and get over on people and be like, I did it this one time, I'm gonna do it again. I ain't got caught selling it. These, you know what I'm saying, these drugs, I'm gonna do it again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh well, I took $20 out my mom's wallet this time, I'm gonna do it again.
Right.
But what happens when you get caught? What happens when your mom calls in and say her car been stolen and you get caught with it? Explain that. What happened when the Lord say, you know what? Hey, 3 of y'all angels go down there and see his household tonight. Right. Matter of fact, and on the way seeing his household, put a spirit on 6 of them white cops. And let them white cops do what they gonna do, and then you come in and finish. You forgetting all of that, man. The Lord is building the case. And just because you getting over don't mean you getting over. Because the same way the oppressor watch y'all do RICO charges and sell drugs with these big old, what's these things? Not corporations. What is it called? These big, basically illegal groups. Y'all got these big illegal groups and stuff like that. Those oppressors allow y'all to do it to get the big fish, to get the big bundle. That's the Lord's just allowing you to be the big fish, to get the big bundle, to get all the people that follow you. You know what I'm saying? Your pastors and everybody. Just to do away with all y'all that one. Now y'all be in charge. Hands on one, hands on all. And with that, shalom. We the Israelite School, a universal practical knowledge, starting out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians and 12 lost tribes according to the Bible. We ain't affiliated with any of these Israelite groups. Any of them. Muslim mosque or Christian organization. We are the truth. You know, this history class. I'm Officer Ashaya Allah. Now coming with the high, you know, upcoming high holy days, the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, Thursday the 7th of December, 2023. 8 days. And you can find this in 1 Maccabees 4 and 52 through 61. No, I'm thinking so slightly. I was thinking about saying something else. All right, shalom. When a brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and shed themselves of the word. If a brother has interest in a sister in the school, he is to seek permission from the head to speak to her. If he or she needs transportation to class, the teacher will arrange it. Tithes is a commandment from the Most High. Malachi 3:8 through 10, Numbers 18:20 through 21. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Pay to the Isupk. Either give the teacher in class or mail your check or money order to the Isupk. Send your tithes and donations to the Israelite School at UPK P.O. Box 11 Upper Dari, PA 19082. When a brother comes into the Isupk, he wants to be a trooper in the school. There are steps that need to be taken. For 90 days, a brother wear all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf to get in the spirit of warfare. This is protocol, even if you are attending class online and not physically in a school in the Isupk. A trooper is not allowed to, nor authorized to teach or battle. They are to attend class only. If I could, Bob Bashar, real quick on that, we say troopers are not allowed to teach and things like that because you have to learn again. Shed your ways of what you thought you learned. Plus, it's people out here that want to prove the Bible is wrong and prove that you don't have any knowledge according to the Bible. So that is the reason why we say young men, troopers, students should not be teaching. Next thing, Passover. April 20th.
Durham, North Carolina.
You know, pay your Passover fee, $200, man. All Israelite groups are commanded to come home under Commander General Yohana. You know, all the people that actually want to be a part of Passover and want to see what we really about, bring your behind on, man. It ain't nothing but brotherhood, sisterhood. Sisters coming in here modest as hell, smelling like fruits and beautiful oranges. Brothers coming in all steer, wonderful garments, man.
That's right.
We gonna see y'all out there, man.
Damn
Shalom.